olive oil. We're going to hold off on heating the olive oil because I have to cut some onion. Cut onion and garlic. So I'm going to put onion and garlic in one of these bowls. Season the chicken. Put some pepper on it in a minute. Saute. Pull it off. Add the balsamic vinegar and ground ginger to the skillet. Make a reduction. With honey. Put the chicken breast back on there. Cook it all the way through, 12 to 15 minutes. So the longest part of this video is going to be cooking that chicken. Plus, I put the chicken in the refrigerator yesterday. It sat there for a full 24 hours, but it's still kind of frosty. Like it's not rock hard frozen, but it's more like 7-Eleven Slurpee frozen, if you know what I mean. I cut it up to try and get it to like air thaw quickly. And we're going to add some vegetables to this dish because it doesn't really have any vegetables. And we need to have some vegetables. Hey, guys. Hey, everybody. Come hang out. We're going to cook some food again, I guess. I was not planning on doing this again tonight. But after reading the comments from yesterday, a bunch of you guys really wanted to see this peach chicken thing. So I was like, okay. That's fine. Oh, thank you for spreading the love, Charlotte. I appreciate that. You know, I have to tell you real quick while we let people get on. That is a really, really frustrating thing for us right now because here's the deal. The Book of Faces has a button right at the bottom of all the videos, right? There's a button. You all see it. I see it. We all know it's there. It's spelled S-H-A-R-E. And when you watch a video and you like a video, you're supposed to click that button and post that video over onto your own page or in a group that you're in or something like that. That's the whole purpose of the button, right? Well, the Book of Faces decided that we weren't allowed to talk about this button. We're not allowed to tell you guys about the button. We're not allowed to explain to people, hey, this is what you're supposed to do. If you like a video, the way you can help us tremendously is by watching it right away, by indicating with the other button that you like it, you love it, you hate it, whatever. Leave us a little comment because that helps tremendously too. And then click that other button and spread it around, right? But there's some weirdness going on with the algorithm and the fact that we're not allowed to say the word. So now we say, spread it around, spread it around, spread the love, spread the video, spread the live, because that's all we can do. And if you didn't see it, I reposted the video of Anna, the hilarious one from last year with her doing the Zoom video thing. That video has over 16 million views on it, the original one. But I made it smaller because a lot of people were complaining it was too long. And so I cut out all of my nonsense and left it to just a consolidated video of Anna, which is even better, right? And reposted it today. And very sad to see that it's had like 3,000 views and only 35 people have spread it around. That's really strange to me. So if y'all are wondering what you can do to support us and help us out, but you can't afford a supporter subscription or anything like that, don't worry about it. You can help us out tremendously by watching the videos, clicking that you like them, leaving us a comment, and spreading them around. That is like the biggest way that you can help. So thank you to everyone who is doing that. All right, let me see. Could we say pass it along? Sure, Madeline, we can say pass it along. That's a great way to put it too. Just that sometimes people still, without using that key word, it's hard to get the point across. Okay, so what I'm making tonight, I got to get going because Erin and I have a lesson, an acting lesson. I don't know why we signed up for this, guys. At 9 o'clock. For some reason, I thought it was a good idea. We're very not prepared. But it's at 9 o'clock from 9 to 11. So we have to put Anna to bed a little bit early tonight. So we have to eat a little bit earlier, which is fine. I am going to make this balsamic glazed peach chicken. It looks tasty. I've never had peaches and chicken together, so I have no idea. But peaches sounded good. So I ordered some and they came overripe. And so I'm like, I need to use them right away. What can we do? We're going to make this. It calls for olive oil. So we've got some extra virgin olive oil here. Boneless, skinless chicken breasts, 4 of them. I have them here. They're still thawing a little bit, but I've cut them into pieces so that hopefully they'll thaw faster. And a small onion. So I think we might use the whole thing. By the time I cut the top and the bottom off and take the outer like layer off, this is going to be a small onion. So there's our small onion. 3 garlic cloves. Well, we have our handy dandy minced garlic, so we're going to use that for the 3 garlic cloves. Balsamic vinegar. I've got some of that here. This little guy. Honey. I actually bought some local Florida honey because supposedly, I don't know if you guys knew this, but if you eat honey from your local area, it helps you with allergies because you get your body acclimated to some of the pollens and stuff in the area. So we do that. It's starting to thunderstorm outside, by the way. So if you hear rumbling, that's why. 2 cups of fresh peaches. Well, I have, as you saw in the picture, if you saw the picture before I went live, 3 very, very, very fresh peaches. So we're going to cut those guys up. Make about 2 cups of peaches. 1 cup of cherry tomatoes. We're going to use these same guys we used last night. We'll cut up a cup of those. A teaspoon of ginger. So the same handy dandy bottle comes in a ginger. Look at that. Although admittedly we go through far less of this than the garlic. What is it, baby? Looking at the lightning? We're going to omit the salt. It does call for salt. I'm just going to leave it out because I feel like usually ingredients are salty enough. I am going to put in some pepper. The salt and pepper goes on the chicken itself anyway, and the chicken's going to taste like the sauce when I'm done making the sauce. So I don't really see the point in salting it, but I do have pepper. And then it calls for basil. I'm not doing basil because I'm not a huge fan of basil. So did you open? Oh, you guys are talking about newsletter. Okay. You've heard about the honey. Yeah, definitely. If you're getting honey, I highly recommend, this is my tip for honey. Don't ever buy that plastic bear that has the honey in it, because that's just like straight up garbage. Honestly, you want to get raw honey. This is raw and unfiltered local honey. You really want raw and local if you can. But even if you can't, hold on, I'll show you some of my other honeys.
You other honeys?
Yeah, I have other honeys. I have lots of honeys because I love honey. So I have this organic raw white honey, which is quite tasty. I like putting honey in my tea. And I have this Manuka honey, which is supposed to be very healthy for you. So there's a whole world of honey out there. Tell you guys, it's pretty interesting. Whole world of it. But as I'm sure you can guess, Aaron can't have a lot of honey because it raises his glucose. So I go easy on the honey, or I just use it myself. Okay, so what do we need to do first? We need to heat the olive oil in a large skillet. I'm going to take you guys over to the stove with me in a little bit, so I'm not going to do that yet. I'm going to cut stuff first. We have to cut the onion and put it with the garlic. So we're going to do that first right now. Let me move this stuff back out of the way. Oh, I'm also going to put this over. This is not brown rice. It says brown rice, but it's actually hearts of palm. So we're going to use this as a base. Pretend it's brown rice. I've been very, very impressed with the hearts of palm stuff. all of this Natural Heaven brand. I'm liking it. I'm really liking it. It all tastes very good. Okay, I need the garlic. These guys are going to go over here to the pan. And you're going to go on the chicken. Why you laugh at me, child? Sorry, I have to get up close to you guys to see what you're saying. Okay. So I'm going to cut some onions and try to talk to you guys while I do that. There was something else I was going to tell you guys about. And of course, now I don't remember what it was. H. This onion. Okay. So it's a little bit like.
That's the letter H.
Anna is working on. Oh, see, that's what I thought. Look at that. I don't know about all that. See? That doesn't look right, huh? We might need to toss this one. I was feeling it on the outside. I'm like, this onion seems a little weird. Yeah, because by the time I take these layers off, there's not going to be much left.
What am I working on? Tell them what I'm working on.
So the inside, the core of it is okay. But that layer there did not look pretty. So that is going away. But it calls for a small onion, so this might be enough, yeah? You think?
Can I see how small it is?
See?
Oh, smaller. Oh, smaller. With small onion.
Let's chop it up and see what happens. Oh, I know what I was going to tell you guys. Some of the comments last night, some people were like asking why I was using all my bowls, or why I use paper plates, or why I do this and why I do that. And I guess I just want to say, like, listen, you guys can do whatever you want in your kitchen. Like, what I do in my kitchen has nothing to do with what you do in your kitchen. Like, just because you're watching me make a video of what I'm doing in my kitchen doesn't mean you're all of a sudden going to go into your kitchen and start doing these things, right? So it doesn't really matter why I'm using all my bowls, or why I'm using paper plates, or why I'm touching my hair and then touching my food, or why I'm sharing the spoon with my husband, or all of these things that people seem to not like. It doesn't matter, because it's my kitchen, not yours. You don't have to eat the food. You don't have to do the dishes. You don't have to live with yourself afterwards. I have to live with myself. So just calm down, guys. Calm down. It's okay. What is Tabitha says, because that's my business, right? Like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about what other people are doing or why they're doing it. It's their life. They're doing it. You do you. You do what you're going to do. I'll do what I'm going to do. We have different lives, different circumstances, different people, different experiences, different histories. What?
Okay, different things that people do.
Different things that people do. Different things that people like.
Yeah.
Different things that people have grown up around. Different things people know. That's actually, isn't that the glorious thing about life?
Everyone's different.
Everyone's different. Exactly. You got it, baby. You got it. Because, we can learn from each other's differences.
Yeah.
So if we accept them and understand that it doesn't affect us unless we let it, then it's okay. It's okay. So if you see something you don't like, it's okay. Just let it go. It doesn't affect you. Right? Don't you think? Don't you guys agree? Or no? I mean, if you don't have to agree. You can tell me you don't agree. That's fine. Okay, I've got some onions. I think this is enough. I really do. I'm glad, because I didn't want to have to cut into half an onion, because you know when you cut into an onion and then you put the other half in the refrigerator, it loses its like oomph. It's just not the same after. They go into the fridge, they don't come out the same. It ruins them. Psychologically and physically, they're ruined. Okay, so we have onions, and now chop the garlic. I'm going to skip that step because my garlic is pre-chopped. Because again, that's my business. I do chop garlic sometimes. Sometimes. How much? See, this is the thing, and I said this last night, but if you weren't here last night, you may not have heard me. I don't do well with recipes. I don't like following recipes. I just put stuff together how I think it needs to go together. There are measurements here. There are. And by the way, this recipe is from, I should tell you guys that. It's balsamic glazed peach chicken from Recipes Worth Repeating. Hey, babe, would you mind grabbing my drink? I forgot it. In the bedroom, I think. So if you Google Recipes Worth Repeating balsamic glazed peach chicken, you should be able to find this recipe if it's something you want to try. I'm kind of going to pay attention to the ingredient measurements, but not really. So I have my small onion. I'm putting in 3 garlic cloves. That's like, to me, that's about 3. I like heavy garlic. I don't know about you guys, but I like it. Okay. So we're going to saute that in a skillet. Thank you, babe. We're going to season the chicken so we can add that to the skillet. Now the chicken is starting to bleh. So I'm going to move this over here so it doesn't bleh all over my counter because that's gross. I will be right back. Oh, it's already bleh on the counter. Baby, the chicken is leaking. Oh, God. The chicken is leaking on the counter. It's gross. It's gross. Hold on, guys. I have to do a recovery and cleanup effort here. Real quick. No, I can't. Oh, I can't. Ooh, chicken.
Chicken on the floor.
Raw chicken.
Chicken on the floor.
Raw chicken juice. Not the thing you want rolling around your countertop. Okay. It's okay. Hazmat situation is under control. Okay. So I'm going to put the chicken on a plate so I can get it over there without it doing that again. I'm going to use a regular plate just to make the paper plate haters happy. I'm going to use a fork because I don't feel like handling the raw chicken. I'm going to put the chicken over here on the plate. See, it's still kind of frozen in the center. I hope it cooks okay. Like, it might take a little longer to cook than what the recipe says because it's still a little slushy in the middle. Okay. Bye. That piece of chicken decided it was going for a swim. It's a mess over here. You know, one thing I wish, if we were going to do cooking stuff like this, I wish we had a better setup in our kitchen to like share with you guys. Oh, look at my baby. He's taking one for the team. He's touching the raw chicken. He's helping.
Is this done? Where's this?
You can wash it off. Okay. We got one more piece that's got to fit on here, and then we'll throw some pepper on them. And then I think I'm going to take you guys over to the stove. Yeah. Okay. All right, I'm going to take my recipe. Oh, you know, I have to cut the peaches. When do the peaches go in? Hold on, let me see. Oh, stir in the honey, add the fresh peaches. You know what? Let's cut the peaches and tomatoes first, just so they're ready to go, and then we'll go over there and cook. How's that sound?
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds like a plan, Stan. I don't know how people do this stuff. There's people that do this stuff like for a living, these cooking shows, and they have everything all cut up and fancy and ready to go before you even get on. This is not a cooking show. If you showed up here thinking this was a cooking show, I apologize. It's not a cooking show. This is just my crazy life that I'm recording because that's what we do. Okay. Tomatoes. I think I'm going to need a bigger bowl for the tomatoes. Wait, what else was I cutting? Peaches. Let's cut the peaches. Why are you whispering over there? She does. But I don't know why.
I'm weird. I like to whisper because I'm weird. And I'm always just weird and I bounce around weirdly and I do things very weirdly.
You think?
Yeah.
Huh. Well, I think you're pretty cool.
Yeah.
Personally.
I am. I'm pretty cool. But I'm also weird.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
Look at these.
I'm not weird in that
Peaches.
way. I'm weird in a good way. Like silly faces and stuff.
You're not weird in a bad way. You're weird in a good way. I like that. I respect that. Everybody needs a little bit of weird in their life. You can't take everything too seriously, right? Threw them again, but headshot photos came in.
What?
Yeah. I'm going to go through them again. And then once I've gone through them again and I decide which ones are the better ones, I am going to share a sneak peek to the text message subscribers. So if you are a text message subscriber, you will get to see one of the headshots first. Congratulations. And if you're not a text message subscriber, it's not too late to sign up. You can do that on our website at amcprincessanna.com/notifications. I'm sure someone, including Sharon, will pop it up in the chat here in a moment. So you can click that link if you want to go sign up for text message notifications. And then I'll probably share a few of them on the main page later this week, or maybe like Wednesday. And then this weekend, when you get the third newsletter, there'll be some more in there. And then I have to tell her which ones we want edited. Okay, so to appease the people who don't care if I use paper plates, as if that were a thing, I'm putting all these on paper plates. And then I'm going to cut some tomatoes. What do you think, babe?
Looks good.
Looks good?
They're pretty ripe.
Hey, I have an idea. I have a question for you guys. Do you want to cut tomatoes with me and then go over to the stove and watch me cook the olive oil, garlic, and onions? Or do you want me to go cook the garlic, olive oil, and onions while Aaron stands here and talks to you and cuts tomatoes? Which one? He's standing right in the camera shaking his head. Which one do you guys want? Survey says...
Stay with Nana.
Fat chance. You think they want to watch garlic and onions cook rather than talk to you? Not. I can bring you guys over to the stove when the really fun stuff is happening. Oh, some people are saying watch me cook.
Yeah, stay with the main thing. They want to see how the main...
have Aaron talk with us. Yeah, Aaron could come over here and at least read some comments. I have a hard time seeing them. All right, I'm going to take the peaches over there. Okay, and I have to cut up, I have to have them 1 cup of cherry tomatoes, which is about a handful. So I'm getting my handful. It's probably about a cup. A few more. Okay, that's about a cup. So I'm going to rinse them real quick and cut them in half and throw them in this little tiny bowl. And Aaron can come say hi to you guys while I do that.
Someone said I said Aaron just because he said no.
Yeah, that's the stuff.
Yeah, people want to see you cook.
Okay.
Some people want to stay with me, but I think a lot of people want to see where all the action is, you know.
Okay.
Hey guys.
But you could help me by reading comments, and then
yeah,
I can focus on cutting because I can't see while I'm cutting. I always feel bad that I can't talk to you guys while I'm cutting.
Michelle says maybe you can bring us to the stove, and Aaron can come over there, talk to us, and we can watch you at the same time.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, okay.
Good compromise.
Sue says, where did you get that knife? I love it.
This is my favorite knife. Remember I told you last night I couldn't cut properly because I didn't have my favorite knife? This is my favorite knife. It's just something about the size, the weight. It's just perfect. It's a chef's knife. It just says Pure Komachi HD. So I have no idea. I don't think it's anything fancy. It's not one of those $120 chef's knives. It probably cost me all of $15, but I like it. I just like the size of it. I probably should get a couple more about this size because none of my other chef's knives are this size. They're all huge. I don't understand it. Look at I think this is the one I was using last night. Look at the difference. You got all that extra on the front end. It makes a huge difference in your cutting.
Deborah says, I love the color. It's nice too.
Yeah, I like the color too. This looks like a jelly bean, not a tomato.
Carrie says, do yourself a favor and go to Amazon and get yourself a grape tomato slicer. It's like a tube that you can run a blade through. It's so easy. Sounds pretty cool.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah.
Thanks for the tip. Yeah, we like gadgets. Sometimes we don't. Sometimes we only use them once or twice, but we like them. Okay. I think I'm ready to go over there and start cooking.
James says, adult Ingles having a favorite knife and a junk drawer. I think we got those covered.
Okay. This stuff is interesting because you really just pop it in a pan with a little bit of butter for like
5 minutes or something.
Not even 2 minutes on medium and then 2 more minutes after you add. Yeah, so like 4 minutes and heat it up. That's all you have to do is heat it up. It's already cooked. So we don't have to do this till the very end.
Shirley says, Aaron chop, Nana cook, Anna math it up.
Anna did math it up today. She had a one-on-one session with like a private math instructor on OutSchool. Okay, I think I'm done with my
Susan wants to know, do all each of colored tomatoes taste the same?
It's a good question. It's a good question.
And Mary wants to know, oh, let's see. Well,
Anna, come here for a sec.
Coming.
Mary wants to know what?
white or yellow peaches?
They are yellow peaches. Okay, so I have here one of the reddish purpley ones. and one of the yellowy orangey ones. So let's find out. Come here. Try this one first. Yellowy orangey. We're all going to try it. So yellowy orangey tastes like a tomato.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Compare it to that one. Reddish purple.
This is a little bit more sweet.
Sweet. Yes. I was going to say it's just a little bit more sweet.
Yeah.
Tastes the exact same to me.
Tastes like a tomato, but a little bit more
More
sweet
sweet,
of a
yeah.
tomato.
Mhm.
So maybe that's the difference. I'm willing to bet it's something like with bell peppers, where when you pick them at a certain point, they're sweeter. If they don't quite get that ripe, they're not as sweet. So maybe they're like orange yellow before they turn reddish purple. Maybe some are just grown longer than others. Maybe it's a different variety. I don't know. I'm talking out my butt. Excuse me. I got to take them over to the stove now and get this stuff cooking. Okay, this is going to be interesting. I'm going to unplug you guys, and we're going to try to navigate. Hello. Navigate you over there.
All right.
Ready? Here we go. Whoa, careful. I'll set you down over here. Okay, there. You can see, right? You're not very stable. I need to move you over a little more. I don't need anybody falling on their head. Not on our watch. And we can't afford the lawsuit. Okay. Good? How's that? You can see the pan, the food, me, unfortunately.
Stop.
Can't see him. He's over here. He's going to be reading your
I
comments.
just don't want to get in the way.
That's okay. You're
what's
not in the
going
way.
on.
Okay, so I'm going to start. You just don't burn your hand, okay? Heat the olive oil in a large skillet over medium-high heat. This is my large skillet. I'm going to go to medium-high heat. So watch, this hand is not in a good spot. I'm going to put in 2 tablespoons of olive oil. That's what it says.
Rona says, can you get the light brighter?
I can turn on the light underneath here, but I don't know if that's going to help. Does that help? How's that?
Sure does.
That's about all I can do. We could try turning on those lights. Does that help? I think those are all of our lights that we have. So unless we start pulling out some lights from the office. Okay, so I've got my olive oil in here.
Peggy says, yes, I can see clearly.
I
As the
can
song
see-
goes, don't demonetize. She said, as the song goes.
That's so hard
Cannot
not to
We're
sing.
not allowed to sing.
It's so hard. Onion and garlic saute for 3 minutes.
Karen, Gail, Janine, Susan, all say it looks fine. The light looks like good.
Good deal. Good deal, potato peel. Let's get some of this onion garlic going.
That's good. Rona says, the one on your stove help. Thanks.
Cool.
Deb says, just diagnosed pre-diabetic, so very interested in Aaron's journey. We can definitely talk about what's going on.
Whoa.
Sorry.
What was that?
Definitely the first thing is get yourself some monk fruit sweetener.
Here, we can turn this a little bit and they can still see everything. And maybe you can see better.
Mary says you can't beat onion and garlic.
No, you can't. It is the best.
Jody says, I really miss your singing. We all do.
I know.
It's just not good for the copyrights.
I wish it
and
weren't
whatnot.
an issue. I really do. I wish it were not an issue. Okay, I'm gonna put some.
Sharon says, dry that chicken off first. Water will splatter.
Yes, Mom.
And to get the best color, it needs to be dry.
Yes, Mom.
Susan says, you'll have to sing Anna's original tunes.
Yeah, Anna needs to go back to making up songs. Those are fine. You do? You haven't blessed us with any of them lately. I haven't heard a new song.
She was singing
in months.
something this morning. I don't know what it was though.
I've got a few new songs. I always forget to share with you.
Yeah, how come you forget to share? Oh, see, this is thawing faster. Good.
Nice.
Now I'm touching raw chicken. Touching raw chicken.
Ah,
Touching it.
Touching raw chicken.
Touching.
Deb wants to know, will you be cooking online every day?
No. No, ma'am. I got other things to do.
This is not a cooking show.
This is not a cooking show. As I need a t-shirt that says, this is not a cooking show.
Kathleen says, drastically lowered my cholesterol by focusing on limited saturated fats. From my experience, more important than the dietary cholesterol in foods. Down 50 points in 6 months. Good cholesterol at 140 and bad at 40. My doctor was pleased. That's awesome. Sharon says, Nana is an excellent chef, as is Aaron. I'd eat dinner there. That's a real compliment coming from you.
Coming from an actual chef.
Yeah. Lisa says, salmonella. Haha.
Yeah. Salmonella.
What was it that you were reading and you said salmonella the other day?
Salmonella flour. It was semolina flour.
You're like, salmonella. I was like, I don't think we should be eating that if that's what it says.
All right, let's get some caramelization on those onions and garlic there.
Kate says, what time is dinner? I'll be right over.
Oh, at this rate, it's not going to be till 7:30, and then Anna's going to have an hour to eat and go to bed.
Catherine says, I'm so proud of you guys. When would you like me for dinner? Everybody wants to come over. Lisa says, Aaron can cook tomorrow night for us.
Yeah.
Shirley says, love your shirt, Nana.
Thank you. You can have one. You can own one of these. We sell them in our merch store. Yes, it's Kind People Do Beautiful Things. That's Anna's primary trademarked quote. We have lots of Kind People Do Beautiful Things merch. If you've not checked it out, you should. Cups and aprons and backpacks and tote bags and mugs and shirts and hoodies and long sleeves and tank tops and kids shirts and lots.
Tumblers and aprons.
Yeah.
What?
Stickers.
Is it on the Facebook page?
Yeah, some of the Kind People Do Beautiful Things merch is on the Facebook page.
Like if you don't want to go over to the website.
The whole slew of it is over on the website. I shouldn't have put that fork away. I needed it.
You needed it. Dawn says, I want to get a hoodie with her quilt.
Yeah.
It's getting to almost be that time where
It
hoodies
is.
are going to be needed.
Almost hoodie season. Hey, speaking of kind people do beautiful things merch, did you guys know if you get the newsletter that there are many, 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 many things in the newsletter that you can click on? There's links throughout the whole newsletter. Some of them are obvious, some of them are not so obvious.
Just start pushing buttons.
Start clicking on things because you might get a surprise one of these days if you click on all the things.
And
Just
you can go to the
saying.
and also we'll go into the actual links to the articles or the posts and pictures and learn more stuff.
Now I'm putting this on the onions and garlic to brown it. I think I'm going to read the directions again in a second, but I think I need to brown them on all sides. I'm stuck to the plate. My goodness.
Jersey says Jersey tomatoes are the best.
That's what Sharon says.
And by Jersey, do you mean just the tomatoes that you purchase, Jersey, or from New Jersey?
Okay, so onions, garlic sauteed. Season the chicken. Add it to the skillet. Saute until golden brown, about 2 to 3 minutes per side. Remove from skillet and transfer to a plate. I'm going to get a new plate because the idea of taking the browned chicken and putting it back in the layer of salmonella makes me a little bit ill.
Yeah. You want me to get that? Or?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Just a regular plate or bigger?
Yeah, just a regular. This is probably the same one I was already using, or one. No, just one of the regular, the non-paper plates. I'm using both because some people like, or some people don't mind, and other people do. So I'm using both.
So I'll put this here.
Please, everyone. Is there a bigger one? I think I need one a little bit bigger. Okay, so we're browning. We're browning chicken right now. That's what we're doing. We're browning that chicken. We're whiting it right now, but hopefully it'll brown in a moment. That's smaller. Oh, we don't have a bigger one? Well, I think that one all the way on the bottom then, because that's what I was already, that's what I was already using. Mm-hmm.
People are saying that they use gloves when handling chicken.
Yeah, I haven't gotten into that whole trend. I see a lot of people on TikTok and stuff cooking with gloves, and I just wash my hands. I don't know about using gloves while cooking. If I were cooking for other people, perhaps, but not my own food. I just wash my hands. Okay, now we got to flip you.
Linda says for raw chicken, I always use paper plates. Throw salmonella in the trash.
Exactly. Yes. That's one thing that paper plates are good for. If you know you want to dispose of it. And you don't want to use nobody wants to use all the dishes in the house while they're cooking.
Susan wants to know, what substitute do you use to simulate creamy chicken?
Creamy chicken.
Yeah, what would you?
Creamy chicken?
Yeah, like what would you use?
I don't know what that is.
Instead of like, I don't know.
What is creamy chicken? Do tell.
Elaborate. Bonnie says you should use whatever plate types you want to use.
That's what I'm doing. That's exactly what I'm doing. That is the glory of being an adult. I can do what I want. Nobody can tell me otherwise.
Darla says, I never use gloves. Melissa says, just finished dinner here. Wasn't my greatest meal.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm going to take this guy off because he's cooking too fast. Not quite brown, but
Susan wants to know a cream of chicken casserole.
oh, I have never made a cream of chicken casserole, so I can't help you there. I'm sorry. I don't think I've ever eaten it. Ooh.
Jennifer says maybe some kind of dairy-free milk, perhaps.
Yeah, well, I mean, so if you want to know like a milk substitute, I can help with that because we use a milk substitute. If you want to show them, I stopped buying cow's milk like I can't even tell you how long ago, when my older kids were very little, when they were like 6 and 8. So it's been a couple of decades. I get this Elmhurst milk, and I really like this unsweetened cashew milk, but they also have oat milk and almond milk and all that kind of stuff. So that's an option.
Good.
Okay, I'm going to pull this chicken off because it's not supposed to cook. It's just supposed to brown. That one's a bit thick.
Lisa said I made chicken and rice casserole. Yum. Debbie says I cut the pieces smaller. It's not going to cook all the way through.
Well, so it's going to cook for 15 minutes in a little bit after I make the sauce. So I will cut them down at that point. Right now, we're just trying to get a brown on them per the instructions. And I think get a little bit of the chicken stuff in there with the garlic and onion.
Add some
to make
flavor.
the sauce. But yes, they're falling apart. So I think they'll cook nicely once we get everything back together.
It went by real fast. And somebody says, how come you don't use cow's milk?
Well, so I'm allergic to milk. I have been my whole life. It caused me a lot of gastrointestinal distress as a child. Hold on, guys. I want to get this. Gotta get this in here. Add the balsamic vinegar. So that's one reason, but also as I started learning about healthy eating and foods and the environment and all that kind of stuff, because I have environmental degrees, but before I went back to school for environmental science, I learned all about healthy eating and things that were not good for you. And one of the things that I decided in my research was not good to consume was cow's milk. So I cut it out of our diet and we use other things. I'm not saying that anyone else needs to do that. You can do your own research and make your own decisions about what is healthy for you. It is.
Good nose.
It says,
I like cow's milk.
Aaron does like it, but he hasn't really had a lot of it.
No, I
since
don't.
we've been
It's not like I
together.
crave it, but like, for ice cream or stuff, I would prefer. That's my favorite. But it's not, I don't need it.
Ginger. Need some ginger.
Oh yeah, I eat cottage cheese.
Yeah, it is in the cottage cheese we eat. Because it's not like I do eat other dairy products that are made with cow's milk. I just don't consume the milk itself. I don't drink it. I don't do cereal. I don't cook with it unless it's something that really, and if it's something that really needs a dairy product, like if you're making like biscuits and gravy, that's not going to work out well with cashew milk. So there's other things like use like, what's the stuff we used a lot on keto?
Which stuff?
The milk like stuff that we used a lot on keto. Until liquid is reduced by half. Stir in honey and then add the peaches and tomatoes. The
What brand was
what do you guys use a lot on keto? The white stuff in the container. Help us out here. Help me out. I can't think of the name of it.
Flour?
No, the stuff that's like milk,
Oh.
but not milk.
I don't remember.
That we used for like everything when we were eating keto. It was in everything. Well, they probably know.
Heavy whipping cream.
Yeah, heavy cream. There you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Heavy whipping cream. That's right.
Now this is definitely getting. Can you guys see that?
That's right.
It's
Getting
getting thick.
caramelized.
It's getting very thick. And it smells. It still smells pretty vinegary.
I can tell how it
I don't want to let it sit too long because I don't want it to burn. I think that's probably looks like about half the liquid. So I'm going to put in the honey. I'm getting a tablespoon. And the peaches. Get some moisture back in there. Thank you.
You want the storage? So you don't-
No, I think I'm done with that. Thank you. And then the tomatoes. Okay. Peaches and tomatoes to me is a little bit strange. A little bit strange, but I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt. Oh, it smells. Smell that.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Smells amazing. Wow. That was impressive. It almost smells alcoholic.
Yeah. Like a liqueur.
Yeah, like a liqueur. Yep, that's what I was thinking. Interesting. Okay.
Daddy, real quick, will you please take my necklace off?
It says to add salt and pepper to taste. I guess I have to taste it at this point to know if I need to add salt or pepper. But the problem is I don't know what it's supposed to taste like. So how do I know if I need to add salt or pepper? Let's see. I'm going to take a little piece of a peach with some of this glaze on it, if I can get it out of the pan. I'm not adding anything to that. Holy cow.
It's like flowers or something.
Oh my gosh, try this. I don't think we need to add any salt or pepper to this. Here, let me get you a little piece of peach. Oh, this is going to be so nice on that chicken. Careful, it's hot.
Wow.
Yeah, right.
That's good.
Holy smokes, you guys. Wow.
Who knew?
I am amazed right now. I'm just absolutely amazed right now. Okay, return the chicken. Placing them in the middle between the peaches. Okay, so we're going to put the chicken back in so it can cook. And I am going to break it into pieces at this point. I'm going to get it all up in there. Get it all saucy. Saucy chicken.
Lori says, can you please share the recipe? So does Darla.
Yeah, I mentioned it earlier in the live stream so people could go search for it. I will put it, I'll have to go dig up the link. I have to go find it again after the live, and I'll put it in the description of the video. And maybe I'll plop it into the comments too. So you'll have to do some digging later or check the video description, but I will get it for you and I'll put it up.
Rose says, it looks beautiful and yummy.
It really does look beautiful, doesn't it? They're really nice colors. It's giving me autumn vibes.
Julie says, what's the name of the dish?
It is a balsamic glazed peach chicken. Baby, can you do me a favor and get out a saucepan for that rice? That one doesn't want to break apart. No, that's way too small. About twice that size. I'm making 2 packages of rice. It's the one that I used last. Oh yeah, that'll work. It'll work. It's not quite a saucepan, but it's like an in-between. It's a hybrid. I like that pan. I'm excited to try this.
Yeah,
I'm really
smells
excited.
Great. It tastes. The sauce tastes great.
But I do want to make some more vegetables because there's just there's no veg here. Okay, baby.
Rilda says, "Where's the smell-o-vision?"
Yeah, right? Here, look, this has to get out of here. Thank you. All right, I'm going to stir this around to make sure this isn't burning. Whew, it's hot. I'm warm. I'm sweating. Take a picture of the recipe and post it. Cindy, I'm not going to, I'll just post the link. I'll just post the link right to the recipe, and then all you have to do is click on it. In the meantime, if you're really wanting to get over there right now, you can find it by going to Google and typing in recipes worth repeating balsamic glazed peach chicken. It's on the recipes worth repeating website. So if you go to Google and you type in balsamic glazed peach chicken, recipes worth repeating, all one string of words, it'll come right up for you.
Catherine says you can find it on Pinterest.
You probably could. You can find everything on Pinterest. I love Pinterest. All right.
It just went by real fast, but somebody said, what kind of pan are you using?
I don't know. The big kind. We got it from Target. It's just a big frying pan. Green pan. It's a green pan.
Yeah,
Okay.
People seem to be finding it on Pinterest.
All right, fridge stuff. I'm going to throw this stuff back in the cabinet. Now, Erin and I are different, and you can tell me how you are. I like to clean as I go. I am very big on wiping down, putting things away, throwing things out, cleaning as I go, because I can't stand to have clutter all around me while I'm cooking. But a lot of people can, and Erin is one of those people. So when he cooks, I come in here and it looks like a bomb went off because there's stuff everywhere. And then he finishes and he feeds everyone, and then he comes back to it after he eats. I can't even sit down and eat until everything is like cleared off, at least put in the sink. I don't have to do the dishes, but it's got to be cleaned up and put away. So how are you guys? What kind of way do you go with that?
A lot of people say I clean as I go. I think everybody's on your side on this one. I guess I'm just a,
That's just because
I'm just a freak.
It's because it's mostly women. I'm sure if there were more men in here, they'd be like you. They'd be like, what does it matter? The point is to eat.
You know what's still hot?
You know what? I should cook some vegetables first, because that stuff isn't going to take very long.
Yeah, it's gonna take real fast.
We want to do the same that we did the other night?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
You want to show them this real quick before I throw it in the pan? Some people might be interested. It's good stuff.
Yeah, Costco special. Get it. It's got everything. It's got Brussels sprouts, mushrooms, red and yellow bell peppers, red onions, tossed in extra virgin olive oil, Himalayan pink salt, and cracked black peppercorns, and fire roasted to perfection. And it's frozen. You just throw it in your pan and heat it up. And you can add stuff if you want, but it's vegan, gluten-free, kosher, and no artificial flavors.
There you go.
We just throw some oil in and
Just a touch. You don't even have to use oil. You can just use water.
yeah.
There's water on the vegetables because they're frozen.
Right.
But yep, I got it. I love vegetables, which is a good thing because I need to eat more of them.
I just like how fast it.
I know. So convenient. You don't have to chop them and wash them.
5 to 10 minutes. Wow. Done.
You know what? Can I want to add a little bit more? There's like enough for the two of us, but Anna's gonna have some too. Yes, the Brussels sprouts.
No,
Yes, ma'am. You gotta have them. At least 2.
Ooh, put some honey on
You
it.
have 2 of them. 2 Brussels. Oh my God, face at me. Come show them that face.
Like a little hole.
Look at this face she's giving me right now. Come here. You're not gonna show up? She's like, 2 Brussels sprouts. Okay? We got a deal? Potato peel?
this is the face I'm.
Where are you?
Here, come. You got to scoot back here. They can't see you. Watch out for the stove, though.
This is the face I was doing.
You're so goofy.
Pretty goofy.
Pretty goofy. Pretty girl. Get out of my kitchen. It's Daddy's song.
Get out of my kitchen. Carrie says, I love Brussels sprouts.
Mm-hmm.
Anna likes them, but they have to have honey on them or some sweet
Balsamic,
balsamic,
vinaigrette
yeah.
and honey and
Yeah.
stuff. Like from the what is the place we go to at Disney Springs?
Pig or something, or what is it?
The
Some
polite pig or
pig,
something.
yeah.
White pig.
She likes their Brussels sprouts. You can be down there, just don't take up half of the
sorry,
frame.
sorry. Janet says, I agree with Anna. Everybody's saying, I like Brussels sprouts. I love Brussels sprouts. Jennifer says, I'll eat them, but they're not my fave. That's like me. Like, I won't actively seek them out, but if they're there, I'll eat them.
I have a question for you.
Huh.
When this is done,
Yeah.
would you like me to layer rice, vegetables, chicken?
Yes.
You didn't even hear the other.
What's the other option?
You didn't even know what the other choice is. Or do you want me to put the vegetables in with the chicken and just put that over the rice?
Interesting. I don't know. No,
I
I
have
don't know.
stumped him.
Yeah. What do you think is good?
I was asking you, so I didn't have to make a decision.
No.
What do they think?
What do you guys think? What are the 2 options?
Either remove the vegetables from this pan, put them aside, cook the rice, and then layer rice, vegetables, chicken separately. Or mix the vegetables in with the chicken and the sauce, and then just put this whole conglomerate mix over the top of the rice stuff.
I think because it's the first time, we should do it separately
So we can taste
what it
I'm down.
tastes
Yeah,
like.
I'm down with that.
That's and also it looks nicer.
Okay. That works. What do you think so far, guys? What are you thinking about this so far?
I love the colors.
Are you thinking that it looks good? Are you thinking that it's gross? What are your thoughts? What are your opinions?
Is it evil and unnatural to you?
Do you think I suck at cooking? Like, this is like, I'm asking you for your opinions right now, so you can lay them out there.
Lay it on
Even
me.
the brutal ones. You might get you banned, but you can say it. It's a free country.
Somebody said third options: throw the veggies in the trash.
No. You have to eat 3 bites. Okay, that's the rule in my house. 3 bites. Then if you still don't like it, fine, but you gotta have 3 bites.
Janet says, looks great. Somebody asked, where'd you get the vegetables? Vegetables are from Costco.
Oh my God. My whole spine just separated. It was glorious.
Sharon says, you're a great chef, but I have changes that I would make to the recipe. You would improve upon it.
Improve upon it.
Lori says, don't put yourself down. You're a good cook.
Thank you. I know I'm a good cook. I've been cooking a very long time.
Peggy says, it looks scrumptious.
Scrumptious.
Madeline says, it looks awesome. I will eat it all. That's what Lisa said, I will eat it all. Teresa wants to know if you've been swimming lately.
No, I thought about doing it yesterday and it didn't happen. Then I thought about doing it today and it didn't happen. And then I thought about how sad I am that I have a beautiful pool out there and I haven't used it in days and days and days. I need to get out there. I need it. I need it. This is my happy place.
Sue says, add some basil.
The recipe calls for it, but I'm not a fan. I don't like it on spaghetti. I don't like it on Italian food.
I love basil.
I mean, I'm okay if it's like cooked in usually, but sometimes even then I can taste it too much. It gets too strong.
I love it.
I definitely don't like adding it to the end of a recipe because then that's like all I taste.
When I was a little kid, my mom used to grow it in the garden and we would make fresh pesto.
I do love pesto.
And we would use pine nuts before they were popular, and so they weren't like super expensive like they are now.
If you want, you can put some of the dried in here. I don't have any fresh. I didn't buy any. But you can sprinkle some in. Yeah. Hurry up. Do it now while it's cooking. Oh. It's in the jar that is labeled basil. You see it?
I see bagel.
Bagel. Do not add bagel seasoning, please. Not in this dish.
Anna would. Bay leaves.
Basil.
Basil. I used to know a dog named Basil.
Aww.
I was like, is it Basil? No, it's Basil. All right. I like dogs with food names.
Very strong. Almost smells like tea.
Just don't add that much. Compromise.
I did.
Compromise.
I did it. It's in there. You got it. You got it, dude. I'm going to splash myself.
Sharon says, pine nuts, love them. Price is outrageous. I sub out with toasted whole sunflower seeds. Good to know.
I think this is just about done, this chicken. It seems like all of the raw spots have cooked away. So maybe I'll turn it down a little bit and just let it simmer while I finish the veg and the rice. And then we can eat. It's 7 o'clock.
Right on time.
703,000.
Going back to the paper plates. Sorry if you're cringing right now.
Aristea says, your salad was so good, made it tonight. Oh my goodness, yummy.
Yay! I'm so glad you made it. It was quite good. I had a little bit of it today. The only thing that I would say about, we used the chickpea noodles. I might try something different next time because they were very good last night because they were more firm, but they got more firm, even more firm overnight.
Oh.
Yeah. And so they're almost like too firm
So
now.
they're like undercooked.
No, they're not like undercooked. They're just really firm. But it was, yes, very tasty. I enjoyed that. We enjoyed that very much last night. Everybody.
Yeah, it was good stuff. And I'm not a salad person, so.
What are you talking about? You love all the salads we make.
I know, but I'm not like a salad aficionado or anything.
Huh. All right, scissors.
Joanna says, I want to make the salad too. You should. It's good.
Turn this guy down too. So this we're just heating. This is the Hearts of Palm brown rice.
So it's not really brown rice.
It doesn't even look like brown rice.
It's Hearts of Palm. But it's good. I'm surprised.
It is very good. I like it. I do wish it would come out of the bag more easily.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Everything doesn't come out of
Butter or something.
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit of butter. I'll show you guys in just a second what this looks like up close so you can see. Once I get the other container of it in the pan. No, not yet, please. I have to add it halfway. I got to get the other package out.
Oh, this. Sorry, I should have opened that.
That's okay. I didn't ask you. I got it. Here we go. I didn't expect it to be so hard to get out of the little plastic thing. There, it's a little better if you roll it out and you get it all.
Martha wants to know what the sodium is.
On the Hearts of Palm brown rice?
Yeah.
I don't know. Aaron can check the box for you and tell you.
Oh, you got sodium per serving is 19 milligrams.
That looks
How's
good.
that sound?
That looks good.
Hang on, we'll look at the box in 1 second.
Entire box is 51 milligrams.
So there's like 3 servings per box, right?
2.5.
2.5 servings per box.
Each serving is 19 milligrams.
That looks really
So this
good.
is what we're talking about here. This is the Natural Heaven brown rice. It's actually Hearts of Palm. The box has 2.5 servings, so basically 2 servings. And 25 calories per serving. Yeah, 19 milligrams of sodium, 4 grams of carbs, but then 2 grams of fiber, so you get to back out those 2 grams. And then 1 gram of protein. Hopefully that helps. I think it's pretty good stuff, really.
So it's 17 grams after you back out the fiber.
No, that's sodium, right? I'm talking about carbs. Look at the carbs. So you look at the total carbs.
Yep.
What is it?
Total carbs is 4 grams.
And then you subtract the fiber.
Okay.
See? It does kind of look like brown rice, doesn't it? Not yet. Let it heat up for a minute. Oh, we're getting so close to eating. Let's see what this tastes like now that it's all cooked into the chicken. I want to try it. Oh, that's hot. That is good. You know what it reminds? Almost reminds me of like a sweet and sour chicken.
Huh.
Because it's got that kind of sweetness and a tanginess to it.
That makes sense.
It's very good.
So it's kind of like a Western European sweet and sour. American sweet and sour.
Okay, now we can put some butter in the middle here. No, more than that. Yeah, maybe like that, all the way across though. Just plop it right there. More than that. There we go. I don't think we're really going to taste it.
Just make it.
Just to moisturize it a little bit. I am impressed with the like texture, the shape of this hearts of palm. This is crazy. It really does look like brown rice once it breaks apart. It's really wild. So we bought like these packs from this company that have like mixed stuff in them. So this is the Natural Heaven, and you can go to their website. You just Google Natural Heaven, but they have spaghetti, angel hair pasta, lasagna noodles, the brown rice, and mashed potatoes. And you can get like a combo pack of a few different things so you can try it and see if you like it. So you don't have to get like a 6-pack of all one thing. But so far we've tried the spaghetti, the angel hair pasta, the mashed potatoes, and the brown rice, and we've liked every single thing. So
Cut some carbs out and check it out.
that's just a matter of heating at this point. And then it's time to eat. My back hurts. It's hard for me to stand for over an hour like that. My back starts hurting. And the back of my left thigh is pinching. I don't know why it does that too. It's back related. Pinch nerve related or something. Mindy says, we love hearts of palm. It's good stuff. It's really good stuff. And a very good substitute for the carbs.
Yeah, it really looks like rice.
It really does, doesn't it? It really looks like rice. I'm gonna plate some of this up in a second once that's heated and show you guys what everything looks like done, and then we're gonna go eat. I'll get Anna's plate. We'll put together Anna's plate. Anna, it's time for you to clear off your space. Anastasia?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Do you want a bowl or a plate, bud?
Me?
Yeah, you. Yeah, you.
Probably a plate.
Plate with some edge to it.
Yeah.
Sue said, when do you add the tomatoes, or did I miss that part?
The tomatoes went in with the peaches. So you do the onions and garlic and get it like caramelized, right? And then you throw in the chicken and you brown it on all sides and you get some of the chicken stuff in there. And you pull the chicken out and you're left with like the really caramelized onions and garlic. And at that point you pour in the balsamic vinaigrette and let it reduce down to half. And then you add the peaches and the tomatoes.
Yeah, I'll clear it off.
Okay. All right, so we're going to start with, you're going to go wash your hands? All right, and go potty. I'm going to start with,
Rice.
does she need your assistance?
Oh,
She needs help up onto the potty. So we're going to start with the rice. I'm going to turn this off because it is done. So there's that brown rice. And I'm going to add the vegetables. Here, you guys can count with me. 1 Brussels sprout. I told her 2 tonight, so I'm only going to give her 2. 2 Brussels sprouts. We'll give her some mushrooms and some sweet peppers. She likes all that stuff. All right. A little bit more. Good amount of veg. So now we've got the brown rice and the vegetables. You guys see that okay? Kind of in a dark spot, huh? And then we're going to add some chicken. I'm going to need to get a spoon so I can get some of the sauce up on here. There we go. Look at that. She will likely eat all of that. She's a good eater. And remember, she has arthrogryposis, which means she doesn't have muscles. So she expends more energy to use her body than other people and requires more fuel. So she will likely eat every bite of that plate. It's beautiful. Doesn't it look good?
Looks good. Smells good.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
All right. You want to take that for her?
Bring this over to her.
And I'm going to move you guys out of the corner here. It's very dark. And I am very hot. Okay. So, what do you guys think? What's the final verdict? Think it looks good? Yeah, she will eat all of that. It's like a cup and a half of food. She'll eat it all gone. Where does she put all that food in that tiny body? I know, I wonder that sometimes too, but it goes where it needs to go. It fuels her. She needs the fuel. She expends a lot of energy just to move her limbs around because she doesn't have muscles on those bones. So. Oh, thank you guys. I'm excited to go try it. Thank you. Thank you for being here with us while we cooked. We do have to run because it's 7:30. We've got about an hour. We got to get Anna to bed so we can have our class at 9 o'clock. But I'm glad you guys were here to watch that. And if you watched this back, if you replayed this live and you watched the whole hour and a half, thank you. Because it's a long time. All right, guys, we're going to go. Have a good night. We will see you later. Oh, and let me ask you, please do me a huge favor. Everybody, please do me a huge favor. If you haven't gone over to the main page today, the AMC Princess Anna, Team AMC Anna page, please head over there and watch the Zoom video that I posted. It's about 8 minutes long. It's just Anna being a goofball. It's hilarious. And when you're done watching that video, please leave a comment. Tell us how you liked it. And spread it around, please. Click the button and spread it around. We could really use your help with that. Appreciate it so much. Love you guys. We will see you later. Bye.
Bye.
Come say bye.
Bye. Hi. Here.
Good night.
Night.
Bye.